So it's Anne Hobbs. You have chosen BBC Radio 6 music, and we are so delighted to welcome Dave Gahan to the programme today to celebrate the release of the new Soulsavers project, Imposter. The album is made up of reinterpretations of 12 songs that have great significance in his life, written by artists such as Neil Young, Bob Dylan, PJ Harvey and Cat Power. So we invited Dave to record an audio diary for us. Tell us all about his journey through lockdown, his great love of these artists, and how the new record came together.
So, hello there. Hi, this is Dave Gahan, and you're listening to Mary Anne Hobbs and her show, and I'm going to answer some questions. So the first question, I guess, is like, how am I doing, right? I'm doing good. I'm here in New York. In a couple of weeks, I am going to be traveling over to the UK there, to London, and joining the rest of the guys from Soulsavers and girls. And we're going to do some rehearsals and hopefully some cool performances of our new record, Imposter. Like everybody else, I guess when we all got kind of locked down here in New York, it was pretty scary. And fortunately, I was here with my wife and two of my kids, Stella Rose and Jimmy. My other son is over in London, Jack, and lives there. So that was tough. But we were, like everybody else, just confused and scared. But, you know, after a few months, I guess we got into a routine and we stayed in Manhattan out of choice, really. The city was pretty grim for a while, but slowly things started to change a little. And yeah. The idea of doing this collection of songs that I didn't write or Rich didn't write really came out of the fact that when we first started talking about possibly doing another record together of original songs, I wasn't feeling particularly inspired. So that kind of led us into just talking about other artists and records that had somehow affected us or something over the years. And for me, it's usually the voice that first connects me to a song. And this particular collection of singers and songs have somehow been in and out of my life for years.
Stare down the past and just guard my eyes. Now I know there's no easy ride. She's been the kind that take it in her stride.
I think what happened was as well, during the recording, or actually during the pre-production, when I started singing these songs, I realized that they were weirdly informative, and that the reason why maybe I was choosing them was because I felt a strong identification maybe with the lyrical content or the melody or the combination of the two things that somehow were reflective of the place I felt I was or had been or was maybe going. And if I could bring my voice to the forefront of all of them and carry them through and tell a little story, that's what really happened. It started to become this narrative that I felt very close to. You know, it was interesting because when Rich and I first started sort of throwing out names and songs and albums, there was a lot of kind of traditional soul singers and gospel albums and blues records. Elmore James was one of the ones that leapt out for me, and I'd been playing Elmore James a lot during the last tour that I did with Depeche Mode, actually, for some reason. And I picked a couple of records in particular, and Held My Baby Last Night was one of those songs that I kept hearing and I enjoyed playing along to with my harmonica. So it was weird how a song like that would sit to me quite well alongside Nina Simone or Mark Lanegan or PJ Harvey. We recorded the album out in the beautiful Malibu in California at Shangri-La Studios, which is owned by Rick Rubin. There was a lot of pre-production work done, especially from myself as well. Like, I spent a lot of time listening to these songs and working in my own studio, kind of just singing the songs down every day until I got to the point where I felt I was no longer kind of mimicking the originals, if you like. and I found a place with my own voice in them. So when I showed up at Shangri-La and we started to track these songs, we did a song a day. It was just great. I mean, to record live in a place like this, which was just so amazing. I felt like we caught lightning in a bottle, really. Cat power, you know, there was something about the strength of these kind of, to me, they're all soul singers. They sing from somewhere that's deep inside of them, and we hear it. I hear it. I feel it, more importantly. And it has a sense of truth to it. And, you know, it's where I try to get to with my voice when I'm singing a song. And if the song is right, I find I can access parts of myself that reveal something.
Dave Gahan and Soulsavers on BBC Radio 6 Music today. Just such a joy to be able to bring that audio diary to you. I want to shout out Georgina in Bournemouth, who is a lifelong fan, and she says no better way to end a period of self-isolation with COVID than listening to the voice of Dave Gahan on the programme today. James M's been in touch. He says the Imposter album is sheer class. I just simply cannot wait to see it performed live at the Coliseum. A shout to Godwina, who says, so good to hear these beautiful cover versions made by Dave Gahan and Soulsavers on 6 today. And a shout to Emma V, wearing her Depeche t-shirt, especially for this moment on 6, one day ahead of T-shirt day.